Hey everybody, welcome to another What's on Dave's Shelf. And in this video, I'm going to do an extension to the B series or beginner series modules that I had done. I was basically going through the rest of my basic Dungeons and Dragons stuff, and I found these Trainwreck Invisible Ink modules. And then I also found, I believe these are the last two modules that were ever made for basic D&D. And they actually go with the Rift setting that's in the Adventure Begins Now Dungeons and Dragons adventure game box set. So we're going to take a look at these first. So it's going to be a short video. This is only 4, but I didn't want to put it with the X series or anything like that because the other videos are going to be super long, and I wish I would have remembered to put these into the B video. But anyway, sorry, I apologize. It's just another video that you get to watch. So, and everybody keeps wanting to watch these basic D&D videos. It's bringing back a lot of memories for people, and I'm happy that I can show all this stuff off. So here we go, M1. Even though M, it doesn't mean master. In fact, I have no clue what the M means. It should say J1 for junk. Not that the adventure isn't good. Blizzard Pass, M1, which is Blizzard Pass, and you can see it's a module for the basic set. These modules had, right here, you'll see on the modules, there's like a little piece of Velcro. Back in, the 80s when Velcro was a big thing, Velcro shoes and stuff. I used to get Velcro shoes because my brother wanted the $100 Nikes and Airwalks and stuff, and I would get the $10 pair of, and that's how I got these modules, was because my brother would just complain about $100 jackets from Billabong and Gotcha and all that stuff. He was so into fashion. I didn't care. I was into D&D. I would take a $10 book over a $100 pair of shoes any day, and that's how I got all these books. It was my brother was wanting clothes, and I always got the cheap stuff, and I always said, "Hey, Mom, can I get a D&D book?" And she's like, "Yeah, absolutely." So, because I tried to save her money too. So, it really didn't matter. My parents worked at NASA, so, I was lucky as a kid. It wasn't an issue. So, but anyways, I got these two M1 and M2 modules, and they had an invisible ink marker. And it was stuck to it in the cellophane. And I wish I had the pen still. I wish I had the dry erase, the invisible ink pen. But I got so mad because the pen died in the middle of, doing the module. So I threw both of them away. And in fact, I've never even completed M1 or M2, and you'll see. And they're nice modules. Don't get me wrong. They've got maps in them. This is M1 Blizzard Pass. And the pages are brand new. And you can see how the invisible ink, you can still barely read it. But you can see it. The pen died instantly. I did some of these, but then I started using the other marker from the other book. And when I got to certain parts, and then it died, and then I never got to finish the damn book. I think this is the last one, right around here or so. Yeah, here we go. And then you can see I never got to finish the damn module because the damn pen died. Well, there's a couple other places, but the majority of it I didn't even get to do. And there's almost 300 and some entries. There's like 300 entries, I think, for this module. And 300 plus 310. And you had, here's your pre-rolled character and stuff, but I never got to finish it. Did any of you guys out there in the Matrix, did any of you guys have the same problem? But anyways, the module's nice. The way that it's set up, you say, will you fight the creature 10 or run away? So, you would go to the different numbers and, go to entry number 32, and then you read number 32, and then you'd say, go to number 79, and etc. But that's how it was set up. I need to see if the Dungeon Masters Guild has this on PDF that I can kind of see how this runs, because I'll be honest with you. When I start running my basic D&D games, all these solo modules I'm going to be playing, and I'm going to be streaming them, and I'm going to let you guys see how I die with all these modules. I think it would be fun to do these, but yeah, there's a little bit of art, but it's not like a regular module. But there's your map and all the new monsters like the snow ape and the rocker cave toad. A cool module. From what I remember, it was cool until my invisible ink pen died, which was absolute garbage. Here was one that I was really looking forward to doing, Maze of the Riddling Minotaur, because I've always loved Minotaurs, or as how Vay says them, Minotaurs. She says them so cute. So here's M2. This is a solo adventure for levels 1 to 10, and it has all of your pre-generated characters, and it's got new monsters on the cover. I mean, these books are in great shape. But, I just never got to finish them simply because the invisible ink pens, I mean, they just would die. And I started doing it. I was like, well, I'm just going to kind of start, uncovering everything while I can. But yeah, this has a map with all the locations and everything. And as you move, from what I remember, as you moved around, as you hit the yellow, you would uncover it, and then it would give you a number where there's like an encounter or something like that. So that was actually really cool. I like that. And I wish D&D would do more stuff like this, but, do it with at least, with a workable pen, or give you at least a pack of 100 pens or something. But here's all the monsters and stuff that were in the middle of the book, basically. This was like a pull-out, and it had all the... You would literally have to, like here's the zombie Minotaur right here. The zombie Minotaur. Yeah, you can see will be dispelled by a 3rd level cleric, and you can see all the hit points, and so it was a train wreck. I mean, even 30 years ago, it was a train wreck to try to read this stuff. So, yeah, I don't think it was the best. I get what they were trying to do, TSR at the time. They were trying to do something new and to catch people's eyes and get their attention and stuff, but I just don't think they tested it enough, because it just wasn't the best. But yeah, here it is, and I tried to do it as best as I can, and I don't even think I got through this one. I think I might have gotten through this one, actually, now that I look at it. But I tried to uncover everything, because I knew the pen would die. But as a dumb kid, you don't think, the more that I use the pen, the faster it's going to run out. But I think I actually got through this entire book. So, yeah, pretty cool though. This is a fun adventure. And there are some pre-generated characters. These are basically like 6th level characters. But Maze of the Riddling Minotaur, that was M2. So I'm wondering if there is a PDF that I can actually use and put this in Fantasy Grounds. That would be cool to play these adventures. Of course, without the invisible ink pen. And I'm also wondering if there's something that I can get on like eBay or Amazon, or maybe a craft store like Hobby Lobby. It's not like we don't have like 5 or 6 Hobby Lobbies here in El Paso. So I'm wondering if they actually sell invisible ink pens still. Because I would be willing to try to do these. And you can even see I tried to use a regular marker. Let's see how I took a regular marker, and I was like, well, I'm out of ink. I'm going to try if I can get these to show up. And after just one little line, it didn't work. So I'm like, well, I don't think I'm going to try that. So let me know down in the comments section, everybody, if you guys had any problems with the invisible ink pens. If anybody's as old as I am watching this, and if you tried it, let me know. And let me know also in the comments section if the new modern day invisible ink pens would work. I don't even know if the invisible ink pens are still around. Honestly, I have no clue. So let me know down in the comments section. So next, these are a couple of B-Series modules as well, even though they're not labeled as B-Series. These were pretty much, I believe these are the last 2 basic Dungeons and Dragons modules that came out in 1999. And these two magazines, they're in magazine format. I remember these were on the magazine shelf with the other magazines and stuff like Cosmo. And I just happened to walk by and I saw the Dungeons and Dragons logo, and I'm like, I turn and I'm like, what? And yeah, these are on the magazine rack. But come to find out, these actually go with this is the Rift setting inside of the Dungeons and Dragons adventure game box set. This was the last box set put out for Dungeons and Dragons, 1999. I've already shown this in the box set video that I did with all the other basic D&D box sets, but I kind of wanted to just show you that these two magazines are placed within the Rift setting within this, and all the locations and everything are on that map in this box set, which is actually pretty cool. And the way that these actual magazines are set up is they're actually set up pretty nicely. And each book has, well, this is the first book. This is Wrath of the Minotaur, and of course, I do like Minotaurs, and here's another Maze of the Riddling Minotaur. So I'm a sucker for anything Minotaurs. Well, anyways, these books have 2 adventures in them. And the way that the adventures are set up, they're definitely for new DMs, and they're also for new players. So, and it even says, I believe, whoa, easy. I believe this actually says that this is good for dungeon grinding, I think. Somewhere in the beginning, I remember. Oh yeah, there it is. There's the box set right there. I didn't even notice that. But yeah, these are in such good shape. They're like brand new. Holy crap. But anyways, I digress. Sorry about that. I'm always amazed when I look through these books. I'm amazed on how nice they've been kept over the years. And, I'm just so glad that I put them in comic book bags and stored them in comic book boxes for, 25, 30 years. So, but anyways, there's 2 adventures. I remember there's 2 adventures, and here's the pre-made characters for the first adventure. And it's like a level 1 adventure. And as a dungeon master, these adventures really hold your hand. And I'm not against that. I think that's actually really nice in a new book like this. And it really holds, not only does it hold the DM's hands, but it also holds the DM's hands to how to interact with the players and stuff like that. So yeah, that's actually really nice. So I like that. And you can see there's plenty of the classic art in here with all of the public description boxes that you'll read to your players. And then it also has bullet points for each of the pre-made characters. So you can see, to hit Darkblade, the ghoul needs a 15 or higher on a d20. And, to hit Alana, the ghoul needs blah, 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 or to hit Niles or to hit Thaddeus. So I like how it really holds the Dungeon Master's hand, and it really helps out the Dungeon Master, which is awesome. I really like that about these books. That was like the first thing I noticed. And of course, you can still run these as well. I mean, I'm eventually going to run these one day anyway, but you can also take all that out and just kind of read around everything and play it with your players the way that you would normally play. But here's the second part of the book, and then here's all of the character sheets that are now, instead of level 1, you can see they're level 2. And then here's, the second part of the adventure where it talks, it goes through and holds the player's hand, the map of Alex's tomb, has everything labeled. Yeah, pretty nice book, though. I mean, really. Tells you how to roleplay kobolds. Nice. Talks about, and it has a lot of nice sidebars, too. Camping in the dungeon, gaming over several sessions. So, I mean, it does a lot to, this does a lot more than a lot of modern day material for new dungeon masters. I mean, it's really nice. It's really nice. I like it. So here's the second part. This is a wilderness adventure. So this kind of mentions wilderness exploration from like box set 2, the E series, or the Expert series, where it actually originally introduced. But I do like these walkthroughs, and this is set up the same way. Here's your first level characters, the physics of a gaming session, a map for the players and how to use a map with players. It's got the same art, but it's different adventure. And the ghoul might fight. Oh, great, more toys, which is like talking about distributing loot and stuff to your party. Here's your second level character sheets. There's the map of the Vale. I like this. This is actually in the box set right here. And it has all of the locations for the Wyvern Hills and the Minotaur labyrinths and stuff like that. So, yeah. We've got horses, talks about horses and mounting and dismounting in combat, the fine art of winging it, which is what I like to do a lot of the times. I used to prepare a lot years ago. I've been DMing for 6 years, but I've been playing for, since 84. And I used to prepare so much when I first started DMing, but I don't anymore. I just wing it. And I think the games are better that way. So, but yeah, this is nice. Some little combat maps and stuff. You could get the PDF, blow the PDF up, and it'd be kind of hard to get rid of all that stuff. But maybe PDFs would have like a digital copy for you. Usually, I notice most of the basic D&D stuff has new maps and stuff, so which is pretty cool. So yeah, there you go, everybody. There's the 2 adventures from the starter box set. Well, they didn't come in a box set, but yeah, it's nice. These are I believe, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments section, but I believe these 2 1999 adventures were the last 2 adventures for the life of basic D&D, in a last-ditch effort to try to revive it, but unfortunately that and Thunder Rift just didn't work. So, and also, please let me know down in the comments section about if anybody has tried using modern-day invisible link pens to try to uncover all of these boxes, because I'd like to see what they say. So leave a comment down below. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Sorry for not getting these into the original B-Series video, but these were hiding in other storage containers that I have my basic D&D stuff in. So leave a comment. If you liked the video, thumbs it up. If you don't like it, thumbs it down. And also subscribe to the YouTube channel. Until next video, have a great one. Happy gaming. Stay safe. Bye, everybody.